everyone, it's Mrs. Colbeck. Welcome to week 3 of remote learning. I hope you guys are doing well. I miss seeing you every week, but I heard some folks say that these instructional videos were helpful, so I thought I would make one for this next activity that you're going to be doing. So I hope this helps. Let me know. We're going to work through it, and hopefully I can get these camera angles just right. So I'm going to put this down here. Let's see. I think that looks good. So one of the things that we have been doing is you just evaluated evidence A and B about the moon jelly sample collection. And we're going to take a closer look at the graph from evidence B. So this was the graph from evidence B. And we can see that from 1980 to 2000, it was pretty steady. And then from 2000 onwards, it has been increasing. And you guys know that in this unit, we're trying to figure out why that population is increasing. Now, one of the things that scientists sometimes do when they're trying to figure out something is they use a visual model to kind of show our ideas about why that population is changing in an ecosystem. So we're going to use this modeling births and deaths in a moon jelly population sheet. It's in Classroom. You can print it out, or if you don't have access to a printer, you can just draw something similar. The main things here is that we have our moon jelly population. This is an example of a stable population, and this will be an example of an increasing population. So you'll need two setups there. Everything in the circle represents all of the individuals. So just like the scientist was talking about, we only get a snapshot or a small sample that we make inferences from, or we try to draw conclusions from. So this is just a small population. We've got 6 in each. And then we're going to draw additions or subtractions to that population to try to show a stable population and then an increasing population. So we have the key down here. It says each box represents an organism in the population. Got that? If we want to show a death, we're going to cross out the box. And if we want to add a birth, we're going to draw a new box with a B in it. So there are many different ways to show this because we're just showing trends. We're not working with a total number. So for example, if I wanted to add more moon jellies to this population, I would draw a box with a B in it. So we'll have some births. And we know each year there are several births, they're having lots of babies, but also some of the older ones are dying or some of them are getting eaten. So we can have some deaths too. In the last week's activity, we used a model to show how populations increase and decrease based on births and deaths. And I think at this point, you all know that in order for a population's numbers to remain stable over time or to remain the same, you need to have the same number of births and deaths, right? So what I would like you to do on your sheet is on this top part, you're going to either add births and or put deaths in so that you have a stable population, right? So you want to have an equal number of births and deaths. But we know from this right here that we have a stable section, so that's going to be represented here. And then after 2000, that population is increasing. So down here, you're going to add births and deaths in a way that will show that the population is actually increasing. And if you remember from last week, that's going to mean that there's a difference in the number of births and deaths. And it's up for you to figure out how you're going to show a population increasing. Okay? So once you have this completed, again, you're going to make changes here and here. Take a picture of it and upload that to Classroom or send it in an email. I prefer it in Classroom, but if you can get it in an email, that's great too, so that I can see your work on that. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to see if I can, yeah. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Post your comments in Classroom so that I can get back to you as soon as possible and so that you can stay on track. All right, have a great week, guys.